once we are thorough with the ground rules, then improving the accent won't be difficult at all. You'll be able to do it very easily. Okay, Pius, I cannot see you. Your camera is not properly kept. Yes. Please unmute. Okay, okay. Fine. So we started with our classes, learning all the pronunciation tips. And how many pronunciation tips had we learned? How many were there? Number? 7. Exactly. 7. Okay. So what was what were the different pronunciation tips that we learned? Can you tell one by one? Just quickly, within 1 minute. Yes, Aishwarya?
Ma'am, voiceless plosives and voiced
plosives. Okay, voiceless plosives and voiced plosives. So voiceless plosives, pa, ta, ka, have got a very significant role in the British accent. Okay, when you pronounce the word starting with pa, ta, and ka, you have to make sure that you release a puff of air from the mouth. Okay, there is no vibration in the throat. You just put pressure inside the mouth, and there is a puff of air comes out when you say the words with these letters. Okay, with these sounds, pa, ta, and ka. Then what was the next one?
Ga, da, ga.
That is voiced ones. B, da, ga. So you have to understand the difference between the voiceless plosives and the voiced plosives. Then what was the next pronunciation tip? Ashwati?
Ma'am, R.
Yes, R. That is very important. The sound of the letter R is very important, and make sure that like the R is pronounced. The letter R is pronounced with the tongue floating. The tongue should not be touching anywhere inside the mouth, and it should not be pronounced strongly like R, just like Americans do. And there are many places where the British native speakers pronounce the letter, pronounce words with silent R's, especially when it comes before a consonant sound, and also when the letter R comes at the end of words. Okay, these places the letter R goes silent. Then Malavika? Yes, Malavika.
Ma'am, W.
W. Okay, what is special about W?
Ma'am, we want to round the lips.
Exactly. Whenever we pronounce the words starting with W, make sure that you round your lips and bring out the correct sound. So 3 over. Then next, Sarah, what are the other tips that you remember?
Ma'am, I was not.
Why? I was not attending the classes, and why is it that you don't remember? And these tips were repeated again and again. Huh? So you should be knowing it. Sachin? Any other tip that you remember? We had learned 7 of them. We have just discussed, my goodness, look at the hair. Your hair has grown so long. Okay, Sachin, do you remember any other tip? Christina? Okay, Aishwarya?
If it has 2 consonants, we only pronounce the one consonant.
Exactly. When you come across double consonants, make sure that you pronounce only one. Take it as 1. Okay, then very good. 3 more to go. Malavika?
Ma'am, D-L.
D and L. Very good. Soft sounds, right? D and L. When you pronounce the letters D, as you know, they are, D is a voiced plosive, right? And the tip of the tongue should touch just behind your teeth, upper teeth. This D, it's D with a vibration in your vocal cord. And L too, it has got a L sound, okay? L. The tip of the tongue should be touching the front teeth, like L. So whether it comes in the front, beginning of a word, or in the middle of a word, or at the end of the word, the sound remains the same. Okay? Like lemon, school, college, play. Okay? You should not pronounce it with any other sound. So that's it. Now, remaining, there are 2 more. Yes, Ashwati?
The long O.
O, exactly. The long O has got a very important role in British accent because it brings that style of that sound, right? O, like go. And can you give me some examples with the long O sound, Ashwati? Some words?
Go.
Go, exactly.
On.
No, on the sound is different, Ashwati. We won't say on, right? It's on because the same letter has got different sounds. We are talking about the long O sounds at O. So, go, no, O. Okay, all these have got the O sound. Then, a last one. Yes, Dhara.
And if it's before the vowels, we will say D.
D, exactly. Then, if
Uh,
THE comes before a consonant, how will you pronounce the word?
the.
Exactly. The difference of the and the, where you pronounce the and where you pronounce it as the. Before the vowel sounds, it should be the, and before the consonant sounds, it should be the. And then after that, we learned another important topic, another important tip, that is syllables. Okay, it was syllables. Now, what are syllables? We learned it yesterday. We revised the points again, right? Syllables are the building blocks of a word. It is a part of a word which is made up of a vowel sound, right? Each vowel will have a vowel sound which may be or may not be surrounded with the consonant sounds. Such a part is called syllable. Every word is made up of syllables. We have words with 1 syllable, 2 syllables, 3 syllables, 4 syllables, 5 syllables, etc. Okay. And then how do you understand, how do you count the number of syllables? That was explained again today using 2 methods. Yes. Clapping method and then keeping the hand under your chin and counting the number of times your jaw drops down. That is the number of syllables which can be counted. Okay, yes. And then the number of syllables, the syllables have got a very important role in language. First, it will help you to understand the spellings, learn the spellings of the difficult words. You can just break the words into syllables and learn it very easily. The next one is what, is the reason why we are learning about syllables, because it helps in the pronunciation of the words, right? Now, how do the syllables help in the correct pronunciation of the words? How it is connected? Can anyone tell me? Yesterday we learned something, right? I shared my experience with you and made you understand how the dash on syllables. What is that word starting with S?
Ma'am, the strength.
Not strength.
Sorry, stress.
Stress, exactly. Very good, Aishwarya. Sorry, very good, Ashwati. Yes, stress on the syllables. And what do you mean by stress? What do you mean by stress? What do you mean by the stress on syllables?
Giving
Akshaj?
a little strength on the letter.
Exactly, exactly. Amit, yes, Amit, tell me. Unmute.
Check the word and little strength on and read loudly.
Okay, yes. Stress on the syllable means when you pronounce that word, that particular syllable to be stressed has to be pronounced a bit higher, stronger, and louder than the remaining syllables. Okay, and yesterday we started with some ground rules, and I spoke about, I shared with you my experience, the situation where I pronounced a word ending with T-I-O-N. So dear students, when you pronounce the words ending with T-I-O-N, which is the syllable to be stressed? Adit?
Yes, ma'am.
Which syllable has to be stressed when you pronounce the words ending with T-I-O-N?
Ma'am, T.
Adit, you are not paying attention in the class. That's the reason. See, this is something that I was telling again and again. Aishwarya, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Before the TON, the word want to be stressed.
Yes. The second last. The second last. What do you mean by the second last? The syllable just before the last one. That has to be stressed in all the words. Okay. In all the words that end with TION, make sure that you stress on that second last syllable. Okay. Now, for example, I'll give you some words like
Communication.
And we have a lot of words ending with.
Sorry, I accidentally sent emojis.
Okay, fine. See, all these words come in mathematics, right?
Communication.
We use a lot of
Nation.
okay, words ending with TION in mathematics. Okay. Now, Sachin, how do you pronounce the first word? So when I'm asking you to pronounce a word, I want to hear the stress on the syllable, correct syllable. Okay. Yes, Sachin. Unmute.
Calculator.
Huh? What is that? TION. It's ending with TION. How to pronounce this word?
Calculating. Calculate.
Is it not clear what I have written?
Oh, ma'am, it's
These are the words ending with TION. How do you pronounce this word, Agnivesh? Pronounce this word.
Calculation.
Yes, of course, it's not just reading. Ahmadnejad, stress on the right syllable. See, you know, this syllable has to be stressed, second last. So how do you pronounce this? Calculation. 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 Okay. Agnal Baiju, how do you pronounce the second word with the right stress? Addition. Right. Addition. It's addition. Okay. Then next, Evelyn, how do you pronounce the third word?
Third one, subtraction.
Subtraction. Exactly. It's subtraction. Vaiga, the fourth one.
Multiplication.
Very good. Fantastic. Multiplication. See, when you say the word multiplication, you can hear the stress. You can hear that this particular syllable is being pronounced with a bit more energy. It is being louder, higher, and stronger than the remaining four syllables, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 syllables are there in this word. But remember, stress on the syllables means one particular syllable has to be pronounced a bit higher, louder, and stronger. That is called the stress on the syllables. Yes, Akshaj, what about this last word?
Dedication.
Very good. Perfect. Dedication. See,
Thank you.
it's dedication. Remember, so when you are stressing on the syllable, remember the pronunciation tips. We are not saying dedication. We are using the sound D. Okay? Dedication, and also using the plosive ka there. Okay, it's not dedication. See how different it sounds. Dedication and dedication. Look at the difference. Dedication. Okay, that's it. So this is the basic rule of the stress of the words ending with TION. And then after that, I discuss the words ending with Y, right? Y. And stylus is not working, I guess. Okay.
Happy.
Just a moment.
Geography.
Okay, I have written 4 words ending with Y. And as per the rule, now let us divide the words into syllables. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. This is not, this is the one. Psychology, activity. Okay. Do you have any confusion regarding the dividing of the word into syllables? Is it okay? The first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one.
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am,
Okay. Second one, there are 2 sounds like geography.
Here,
Okay,
excuse
yes.
me, ma'am.
Yes.
I also have a doubt. You
Okay.
didn't put
Okay.
there.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Now,
Ma'am,
okay. The rule for these, the rule of stress for the words ending with Y is you have to stress on the third last. What do you mean by third last?
Just
Third
before the
syllable
second
from the
last.
right side, from the end. Okay. Third syllable from the end. So 1, 2, 3. Yes. So how do you read the first word?
History.
History. History. Okay, history. Okay, now 1, 2, 3. How do you pronounce the second word?
Geography.
Geography.
Exactly.
Geography.
Remember, children, see, it is not geography, it's geography. Geography.
Geography.
Geography.
Geography.
Okay, that's something different, right? So we have all heard the word being pronounced as geography, history, geography, right? So it's not geography as per the British accent, it is geography. Okay, got it? Yes,
Geography.
because you're going to learn this subject after a few years. You will have to learn this separately, right? When you go to the higher classes. Then remember to pronounce the word as geography, okay? It's geography. And the next one is the word that we already practiced yesterday. How do you pronounce it? Sorry. PSY. Which one? How to pronounce it?
Psychology.
Yes, psychology.
Psychology.
Psychology. Very good. Psychology, because we are stressing on the third last. 1, 2, 3. Third last.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And yes.
In psychology, why do we have to put P? It's psychology, not
Yes, the spelling is like that. Okay. P is silent there.
and the pronouncing is
And the last one?
activity.
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 Activity. Okay, it's activity. Activity.
Activity.
So you have to remember when you are stressing on a particular syllable, that means you are taking that particular syllable higher, louder, and stronger. So what about the unstressed syllable? You have to bring it down. You have to make it softer, just the opposite.
Lower.
Softer, lower, and
Weaker.
shorter.
Shorter.
Okay, so that should be the difference. And that difference will be what you say, it will be shown, or it will be very much audible in the pronunciation. The difference in the stress. Okay, one particular syllable will be stressed, whereas all the other syllables will come down. The sound will come down. Okay, now